have such sights to show you. Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tuesday Night Terrorvision. I am your host, the one, the only PDD, Pete Daddy Dollar, joined by my great friend, co-host extraordinaire, gasp, it's J-Man.
Hey.
And we are joined by special guest tonight, a great friend of mine, also from Super Shogun Wrestling.
That's
the
right.
one, the only, he is the orator, Jesse.
Yeah. If you know me from Shogun JLC, of course, too.
Correct.
I started to accrue all these monikers.
It's all right, man. You collect them. You collect them like stones in the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's right, baby.
All right.
It's good to have you on, brother.
Yeah, it's great to be here. We've been talking about doing this like forever. It feels like, basically.
Yes, and I'm like, finally, we can make this happen. And I'm about to. I'm gonna copy and paste your link here. And we're
Oh,
gonna
I
put the link
appreciate
to
that.
your channel right here in our chat, so you guys can go on over and subscribe. If you go ahead and I want you to talk about your channel. I don't want to. You go ahead and tell the folks
Oh,
what
goodness.
you do.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so I've been running my channel it's coming up on 3 years now. And I tell firsthand accounts of supernatural scary stories. So they always have supernatural elements. It's not like true crime or someone broke into my house or something like that. It's always ghosts, demonic activity, stuff like that. And I collect them from firsthand sources who swear that they happened to them. And then I basically retell them. Originally, it was kind of like around a campfire. It was sort of like that feel. And now I'm in my new office. I have like a chair and stuff like that. So it's more of like a den feel. But always the same stuff. Firsthand true accounts, long form storytelling. It's, it's supposed to be an alternative to a lot of the stuff you see out there, no sleep podcasts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it was like I made something that I wanted to watch. I was always looking for really good, scary stories, and I felt like I had to listen to 10 bad ones before I got to a good one.
Right.
So.
Those type of channels, yeah, it's very hit or miss. And I honestly, and I'm not just glazing you, bro, I love your videos. I do.
I appreciate it.
And I've told you this in person. I love the presentation of it. You have a fantastic voice. So, and you're so enthusiastic with your narration, and your storytelling is wonderful, which is probably why you're such a great commentator as well. But no, man, I do. I really do. I enjoy the content.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like right now it's just a hobby. At some point I do hope it obviously takes off and stuff like that. But I just love it. Yeah, I love the storytelling. I love the editing, all of it.
Yeah, the editing is something that I wish I still had more time to do. And it's such an art form, like I get to edit my promos now, that's what I used to do, my long form videos, and now it's promos, but I just enjoy it. It's like molding clay, like a video, and that's the way I look at it. And speaking of looking at things tonight, folks, you're here. Let me hang on a second. I need to adjust here. There we go. We got to get the comments up on the screen here. Say hello to our wonderful chat and all of my channel members and Patreon supporters, which I've got about 3 uploads. I know, guys, I didn't get an upload last week. as I told you, I was in the hostel in Berlin for a minute. Went on a little journey there. We're back here, you see Art the Clown's behind me getting ready to Elizabeth Bathory, this poor girl, and the rest of the Scooby Gang is just watching in abject horror. So, no.
And then later she'll sue. And then later she'll sue because she didn't agree to it, though she filmed it. But anyway, I don't know.
Is that what happened with that actress?
Yeah, she's like in a lawsuit with them right now, saying that she was supposed to, they promised her a portion of the film like in perpetuity. So she's just like, well, now it's making millions of dollars. So, cha-ching, where's my, I got to get paid. And it's like, it's just not happening. So she's not happy.
Oh, yeah.
I met her. She was very nice when I met her. So this is pre-lawsuit, I guess. She was really cool when I talked to her, but anyway.
But there's the Patreon right there. Our last upload was They Live. I've still got How High and Problem Child, the full commentaries to go up there. How High was a lot of fun to watch. I could watch that movie all day, every day. The Germans provide great charts for your people. God damn it, manliness. Jawohl! Fisky would be laughing at that. It's funny because 3 out of 4 of us on Monday night are either full on or part Jew. So, and if you just listen to the show, you'd be like, oh my God, this is the most anti-Semitic. And we're all Jewish. So it's like, we got the jokes. You can't, it's like, these are our jokes. I don't have my dreidel here. I'm sorry. It's at the other location. But let me roll the footage, folks, because we're going to talk now about the 2007 movie Planet Terror, and I'm gladly taking the copyright for this title.
Oh, baby.
Gotta love it. It's still like prime Rose McGowan right there. She hit a sense of normalcy post Marilyn Manson, and here she was really good in this movie. Let me say that the cast in this, wow, just damn.
It's like all your actors, and like when Bruce Willis pulls the mask off, that was pretty cool, right? You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what? Whoa, what? John McClane? Wait a minute. Like, yeah, that was that whole scene with the military. And then, I gotta look up the actor's name. The guy, I know him as Saeed from Lost. I believe,
the scientist guy who collected the testicles.
Naveen Andrews.
Yeah.
Naveen Andrews is the actor's name. I loved him in Lost. Saeed was one of my favorite characters. But he was, the scientistness and the effects in this were freaking just, dude. Yeah, I haven't had this much fun just watching a movie by myself in a lot. Like, this was just like, and it was like audibly like, oh shit, like, there, yeah. And I did Jeff Fahey.
Oh, he's awesome. He's in,
dude is a utility infielder. He can play another guy from Lost. Like, I noticed that there was a couple of the cats from Lost in here, and Michael Biehn. Yeah, this had a damn good cast.
Now, so you guys, did either of you see this in the theaters? I saw this in the theaters as Grindhouse. Okay, so the way that this worked was that it was the Rodriguez picture and the Quentin Tarantino picture back to back with trailers in and around the movies. So it was billed as Grindhouse one movie. You got you did see the trailer for Machete in this movie, and I own both those movies. And I got obviously the Machete. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you. I showed Pete earlier. I had to go dig all this crap out, so I got a figure of her, obviously the Blu-ray, and I also have the soundtrack. I have the CD soundtrack. So I was pretty. And for Death Proof, I've got a Death Proof wallet. I bought all the Grindhouse stuff that came out. I was like, let me just buy everything. I never got the Kurt Russell figure. I don't think they did a figure of him, but I got the Machete figure, and I got both those on Blu-ray as well. But anyway, yeah. So you got the trailers. You didn't get to see the SS. I don't know if you guys know the Ilsa movies, but there's a series of movies called Ilsa something something, and it's like She-Wolf of the SS, Tigress of Siberia. I own 3 of the 4. Anyways, but that is a trailer as well. It's like She-Wolves of the SS or something like that. Machete's a trailer. Thanksgiving Day, I think, was a trailer. What other ones? I don't remember all of them.
I want to see those movies now. I really
Yeah.
do. Like the She-Wolf of the SS. That just
So yeah, no, that is not okay. So Ilsa
Is that
She-Wolf
an
of the
actual
SS. That's a
movie?
real. Yeah, that movie is a real movie. That just came out on 4K, but I'm not going to upgrade it because whatever. But yeah, those are like, they're really exploitative, like soldering irons into the right. So it's yes,
maybe not. Maybe not.
yeah. I was gonna say we can talk privately, and then you let
know
me
my
know.
sensibilities on this.
Yeah,
stuff,
like
man.
you let me. I did warn you about Killer Condom, but my warnings did not went unheard. That's totally fine. It's on you. You will now. Next time I give the warning, you can.
I will never not listen to your advice on that again because Killer Condom hurt me to the depths of my soul. Like
and you know what? I had to search to find a good quality copy because
I wish you would have been able to find one.
Yeah, I don't. Out of Jess, I own like 4,000 movies, and out of the like actual Blu-rays and stuff. So I don't own that one, so I had to scour to find it for you. But I'm like, I was
kind of gathering that you might be like a movie aficionado.
Yeah, pretty good one. Anyway, so yeah, this was great in the theater. A lot of fun, high energy. Death Proof is completely opposite. Death Proof is more like Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, which is slow. It's got good car chases. I like it. It's Tarantino, so it's dialogue heavy. This one is Robert Rodriguez, energy, fire, constant momentum. The movie never stops moving forward. They have the removed scene, the missing reel, and all of this stuff was supposed to be like back in the grindhouse days. There'd be a reel missing because that was a sex scene and the theater owner took it home or something and then forgot to bring it back. And there's all this weird stuff about this. And you can see that he put the filters on it to make it all like crappy looking. Tarantino actually aged his movie from what I remember. He didn't just make it look crappy. He actually aged it to look bad or whatever, and then found the missing reel for the release of the Blu-ray because he filmed the missing part, then removed it. In this one, they just didn't film it. So it's about when all of a sudden they're about to have sex, and then it cuts off, and then it comes back, and has completely changed. Like, oh, I didn't know you were so awesome, and everyone's like teamed up, and there's extra people that are there. Like, where'd they come from? There's that like. So I like that. All of this stuff is supposed to be this celebration of Grindhouse. Too bad they're celebrating something that literally me and my friends who sat there in the theater knew these movies and appreciated them. And we knew Ilsa and we knew all this stuff and we appreciated it, but this did not do very well. I don't think this one did very well at all. Yeah. It made $11 million. And it was
23 million.
Yeah.
$23 million budget. And
that's all it brought in. I don't think they're as bad as
I have to say, and Marley Shelton was
she's awesome.
Dawn of the Dead. She was in, I think it was
the remake,
the Zack Snyder one. Yeah. I forgot. Like, this is out of pocket, man. She was hot as hell in this movie. Jesus.
Well, hell yeah.
Like, oh my god. Like when she took out her dad took out Thanos. That was pretty dope. I was like, ha! Thanos is in this shit. Or is it who the
Cable?
was he, Marvel?
Cable.
Yeah, thank you.
He's also Jonah Hex.
He's Jonah Hex.
Right.
Obviously, a lot of great actors and stuff like that. I just can't understand the concept of casting the same man in the same unit. Like, there are so many people in the world. Cast anyone else in the world as Cable. Anyone else. We can't find anybody who could be Cable. There's only
what was the guy from Don't Breathe? He would have been pretty good.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Dude,
that's a good choice, I think, as an alternate.
he was the good guy in Avatar.
Yeah,
He was the good guy in that. They
sure.
were the good guys.
In the movie, he's portrayed as the villain, but he's the good guy.
No, he was the good guy in that movie.
He's the good guy in that.
they were helping. That was
Yes.
humanitarian.
The world of Avatar is fake. There's no natural predators on Pandora. What fake nature is this? Like, we would all be at one with nature if there was no natural predators. So anyway, the Avatar movies are fine. They're good for one-time viewing in 3D IMAX, and then after that, even though I bought them, I never rewatched them after that.
I saw the first one and that was it. I was like, okay, it was good, for the time. The effects were good. The new one, I was like, I had no desire to see it. Like I've seen Fern Gully. I was like, I've seen Fern Gully. I'm like, I don't need to see it in James Cameron, vision. I'm good. I've already watched the first one. It was just like, like I know a lot of people that liked it. I'm like, cool. If you liked it, that's, I'm not gonna yuck your yum, as one of my good friends says. You go ahead and enjoy it.
So I didn't even watch the first one, and I have a specific reason. So I am a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Watched that show literally back when I was like in high school as it was coming out, and I was like super into it. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but when Avatar the movie came out, they tried to sue Avatar: The Last Airbender people and be like, Avatar is ours.
Right.
I'm like, F you, James Cameron. Avatar's been around freaking forever. And it like how I was so personally offended. I'm like, I won't watch that movie now. And I haven't. Still to this day, I'm not gonna do it. How dare you?
James Cameron can do whatever he wants.
That's the oh, dude.
Yeah, Fergie, I'm just watching that right now, that part right now.
Yeah, I was watching the movie and I'm like, I was like, oh yeah, that's prime Fergie right there. That's 2000. This was filmed like probably like 05, 06. I'm like, oh yeah, that was like when she was with Josh Duhamel. That was yeah. When he was on Las Vegas. I love that show. Anyway, that's another side tangent. I won't go off about Las Vegas right now. Yeah, the scene, I love this, everything about this movie, the way it was shot. Like I said, the cinematography in this was another thing of beauty. And having been doing, episode 77 of this show, and watched as many horror movies as I have, and the way that I watch them when I started reviewing movies now, it's like you pay attention to more. And like, I can honestly say, I can't name that many cinematographers, but like I can say that Dean Cundy's work is some of my absolute favorite, just because of his work with Carpenter. And I love John Carpenter's movies so much. And I really look at this, and we watched Intruder. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, Jesse.
Mm-mm.
It's a horror slasher that's set in a grocery store with an overnight crew.
Heck yeah.
And Sam and Ted Raimi are in it. Jennifer Estevez, like it's got
Danny Hicks. Have you seen Evil Dead 2? You've seen Evil Dead 2, yeah. So Danny Hicks, the guy, not Bruce Campbell guy,
right?
Yeah, he's in it. He's basically the main. I mean, is it a spoiler? Whatever. I won't spoil it.
You're right.
It's such an off the wall movie. But there's so many scenes in it that are shot and framed so beautifully. And that's the way I kind of looked at this one, is I'm just like the framing, like the shot right now where I'm at of like Bruce Willis, just there looking up at him with the pock marks bubbling on his face.
Yeah, that's cool.
He gives that little wink to the scientist Saeed. I'm just gonna call him Saeed because I can't remember his character's name again.
It's inconsequential.
Yeah, inconsequential, pretty much. He had nuts in a jar, though, which was kind of funny.
I love that as science. Like what's great about this movie is that none of the characters actually make sense in the real world. Like a doctor who's so concerned about saving lives, would he really be, this evil to his wife?
Right.
Would a scientist who can develop this sort of technology really collect people's testicles? Like, it's all nonsense. But it makes it awesome because it creates this like surreal environment. And I like when a movie starts off and you're like, okay, I understand what's going to happen in this movie. I know what to expect, and I'm going to get it. You can watch the first 10 minutes of this movie and then stop it and then say, did you enjoy that? Yes. Okay. You're going to enjoy the rest of it.
One of the reasons I like that so much with this specific movie, or really both, this and Planet Terror, is that when you're talking about like a grindhouse film, that's kind of what it was. Like, you knew what you were getting into when you went to watch it. We want body horror. We want gore. I want buckets of blood. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we want, and that's what you get, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not distancing themselves from the material, which is what happens a lot where, they're making a movie. They don't want to commit fully to what they're making. Yep. This was the, and I put out the Jason Goes to Hell just to troll Pete. But like, anyways, but in that movie, I use that as an example. They didn't want to commit. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, we're tired of Jason. We want the name Jason, but we don't want to really go full out. So we'll still give you some kills, but it'll be this like, we're trying to, what they sometimes refer to as heightening the material. Like, we're going to make it a bit better, but really you're not. This is the James Bond thing where now it's like, oh, there'll be this big character arc. James Bond doesn't have character arcs. He is a character that we follow to create action and suspense and thrills. He's not a character that should be having kids and then continuing on. It's like Indiana Jones. He's an archetype character that we follow on adventures. It's not a family person. You know what I mean? Anyways, but this movie, they understand what to do. It's like, have a bunch of cool characters, and you don't want them all to die. It's funny. A lot of them die, but some of them you're like, oh man, I like they're all going to die because it's a zombie movie. So they're all toast. So you're watching for who's going to make it, how they're going to die for those that don't make it. And every part of that is satisfactory. Like, every part of that is great. That guy, everybody has a cool death. They explode. Because they're all juiced up with that fluid, every shot, guys explode. It's like, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it is. And to go back to that, when you go in expecting something and you don't get it, how frustrating is that? Like, how silly would it be to go into this movie expecting that, and then it's none of that stuff? You'd be like, what?
Yeah.
You go to a James Bond movie, you want to see a suave man, womanizing and killing bad guys. You come here, you want to see, sexy women dancing and zombies, and you get all that.
That's how I rate these movies too. I rate by expectations and then what is delivered. Like, use this you can use this as your analogy in talking to others. You go to a steakhouse, you sit down. Oh, I'd like to have a steak. They bring it out to you, and it's like they brought you chicken. It's like, I came here for a steak. We're out of steak, and you eat the chicken. You're like, God damn, that was some good chicken. Yeah, but I came here specifically to get steak, and I didn't get it. I don't care if what I ended up getting was decent. That's not the point, right? Like, even that's if it's a decent movie. If it's a piece of garbage movie, then you came to get steak and you got shit. But
right.
That's it.
Can we just talk? What was Thanos and Anna Green Gables? She was in Little Women. Marley Shelton was in the Little Women show. Their son, when he's in the car and she's like, if anybody comes near the window, you squeeze, and she's gone 2 seconds. Bah! Goes in there, he shot himself, and it's like, God, I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I thought it was gonna happen sooner though. Like, she goes walking away from the car. It's like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, bang. It's like, God, it just blew his whole ass face off. Like,
I love this. This also has the very classic film trope of injuries that only affect you when the plot needs them to.
Yes.
Isn't that okay? So Marley puts her hand in. She broke her. She's effed. How is she later on? Shit. Right. Later on, she's doing something. I broke this finger. It still has. It's been a year and a half where I broke the tip of this finger here, right in this knuckle. It still hasn't. So it's like that's a year and a friggin' half. She busted her. I'm like, oh, she's screwed. But it's only,
right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
so
it's only for that scene to make it tense, and then after that, her arms are kind of still like numb, but then she's fine, right? It doesn't even matter. I love it.
to set this up for the chat, if you guys haven't seen this movie or haven't seen it in a long time, so what she does is, Josh Brolin, her husband, she's like the anesthesiologist. So he has her numb up a patient. So she talks about the different anesthetics as her little friends, and she gets that used on her hands. He numbs both her hands so her wrists are just like this. And so when she gets away, she takes her wrist because she can't, has no motor function in her hands. It's just like a T-Rex, just running around like this. And she wedges her hand. She's got this like Cadillac Eldorado, so it's got the steel. It's an old one, steel handle. Wedges her hand in, and then uses her heel, the toe of her shoe, to push in the button to open the door. And she slips on the pavement and snaps her fucking wrist. And that's how she broke her hand. And then later on, they're just mysteriously, it's fine. I'm like, okay, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Jay. I'm like, all right, so the plot needed her hand to be okay so she could do this cool shit she does when she's shooting the syringes and has when she comes with that M16. Goddamn girl. Goddamn, she knew what she was doing with that M16. I don't care if I'm wrong, if it's an M4, correct me, but I think it was an M16. But yeah, her character was like, she was always like a badass. You know what I mean? And this is the thing, like, hey, you don't like strong female characters. I'm like, hell no, her and Rose McGowan were like the stars of this shit. Like, Freddie Rodriguez was good, but like Rose McGowan with the freaking, was that an M60 with a grenade launcher for a leg?
Yeah, how does that function as a functionable? Again, it's fantasy, it's fake, it's just for fun. It's for every decision is made to be cool or gross. That's it. It's either this is going to be something awesome that happens or something gross that happens, and that's it. Like, how does she fire that weapon? Like, how does it connect to her leg? There's no connectivity there. It's just they shoved the gun and now she can fire it and whatever. And I love the fact
it's the same mechanic that Sex Machine uses on Dusk Till Dawn.
Exactly. No, I love the fact that they took in account the fact that she's wearing high heel boots, because the minute she removes her boots, she's going to be lopsided. Like it's not gonna. But see, the only reason I think of this stuff because I've seen this movie many times, but I analyze everything. So, and I'm like, how is this going to function once your boots, if she switches her boots, then now it's going to be like, oh, I can't walk. But it doesn't matter because it's for fun and cool. It makes a dynamic image. A lot of the poster, I mean, the Grindhouse poster was the two posters kind of side to side. Mm-hmm. But if you look at them separately, this poster, it was all images of her on the leg. And also, not only that, but they flipped the images because a lot of times, images would get reversed or flipped. Like if you look at posters of like, let's say Escape from New York from different countries, that patch is like everywhere, right? And in this one, her leg switches, but also on the posters, they did fake lines. They did the fake fold lines because posters prior to, I think 1984, 85 all came folded. So a lot of my poster collection, I also collect posters. A lot of my original poster collection is all folded posters, right? So it's hard to get rolled ones from a certain point. Like I've got Road Warrior original poster. You can't get a rolled one. It's folded, but they put the fold lines in the damn poster in the image, which is so cool. Like
that is sick.
Oh,
yeah. I feel like if you go into a movie like this, you have to have a certain level of like a suspension of disbelief, basically. Yeah. When you are going into the movie as part of the invitation to the movie, they're inviting you to let go of all that. Don't worry about how her gun fires from her leg. Just think it's badass.
Right. And that's the thing, and we talk about this all the time. It's the rules of the universe in which the movie individually exists. And these are like a doctor's not going to run around with a glass thermometer in his mouth. Right, it's outrageous, but but somehow Josh Brolin's character makes it look cool as fuck. Like he just does. And it's crazy because like I don't know. Josh Brolin is such a good actor. Like,
Yeah, he's awesome.
I mean, Bran from the Goonies grew up and became Thanos, Cable, and this psychopathic, like, abusive fucking husband in this insane movie. I mean, the guy, I mean, his roles, I don't want to short sell anything. I mean, he was an Old Boy, the American version as well.
Yeah. He was just in Weapons, right? Did we? I can't remember if we talked about.
Wait, Weapons. Hang on. I think I have something for that right here.
What the fuck?
He's got a Fury Road, or that was his son's room. His son's room has a Fury Road poster. Anytime they show someone's room, I immediately look at all the stuff that they have.
Yep.
It's like, oh, there's that poster, there's that, like.
Speaking of which, things on the wall, Stranger Things. You talk about 80s nostalgia. That comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna binge those after practice tomorrow night, and I'm probably gonna do like a live stream review Thursday, at some point, and that'll be our third.
How many seasons of Stranger Things are there?
4 right now. This
4.
is
Oh, so I'm
5.
3. I'm 3 behind. I only saw season 1.
Well,
That's
frankly,
what he
it doesn't matter. It's been so long since the last season. I feel like you have to kind of rewatch anyway.
I just
Room Tour?
just
God.
rewatched them.
Impossible.
Let's see. I thought we'd go see a Room Tour.
It's impossible. I have like 150 posters. They're all folded up or rolled wherever. I just got Outland, the Sean Connery movie. Just got that. That's literally. Oh, that's behind that one. I got the German poster of that too. It's impossible. My room tour is impossible. Like, it goes around the whole, it's not even a room. It's everywhere. With like, continues up over there, but
Oh my goodness.
it's like, it just goes on forever. And a lot of the movies I had to put in boxes. I went through and put, cause my horror movies are all there. It's probably about 800 horror movies. The rest are like,
dude,
it's a lot of superhero stuff, fantasy, all that. But somebody's mentioned Barbarian movies. I got a shit ton. If you've heard of the Barbarian movie, there is a very good chance I have it.
I'm a fan of Peter and David Paul, the Barbarian.
Oh yeah,
brothers.
for sure.
Dude, think big.
Barbarians.
I did a review of I did one video on an article about those two, and it got like a couple thousand views. Like, people love those guys. Their movies were so much fun. Like, my dad and I used to watch those together. It's funny, like. My mom was the one that got me into like wrestling and all that stuff and horror, and then like my dad like would watch the Conan movies and shit like that, because like my dad was into bodybuilding, and so he still is, and he's 78. But yeah, like we just cleaned up the weight room the other day.
Hell yeah.
Yep, it's all like classic Mustang parts everywhere.
Awesome.
And so we had to like reshuffle things and move them around to clean up the weight room area. But somebody mentioned Yor in the chat, Gap.
Yeah, so I mean, you can mention whatever you want. I know the person who just translated the Yor comic to the first time in English. They just posted on Kickstarter. He's a friend of mine, like, and I actually know him. He translated the Yor comics. He's actually met the director of the Lou Ferrigno Hercules movies and Star Crash. He's gone to Italy to talk to the guy. I have Yor on Blu-ray. I own every lobby card for Yor in both sizes. I have the original theatrical poster of Yor right behind the Temple of Doom poster. I have the soundtrack on CD for Yor. I run the Yor Facebook group. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm a fan of Yor.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen you do a lot of stuff with Yor. So yeah, and I think my old account was in the Facebook group. I don't know if my new.
Yeah, I can't keep up with you. I backed this sucker. I backed this sucker, Barbarians, and I backed, of course, the post-apocalyptic Italian movies are all awesome. We're gonna do those. Pete, I'm gonna get you to some of these, man, for sure.
I'm ready for some more like Argento and Bava stuff.
We'll do Deep Red, because that's on Shudder, so I don't have to find it. And I've got that on 4K. I think I now have every Argento and almost every Fulci on 4K. I've almost upgraded them all. So it's that Deep Red. I went on the Facebook group and everyone said, tell your buddy to do Deep Red. And I was like, I'm going to do Tenebrae. I got a bit of pushback. Really? I said, I'm confident in Tenebrae. Let me go with that. And I knew that was a success. Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
I think I'm better than the Facebook group. I know they Deep Red is good, but Tenebrae, I was like, I got to go Tenebrae. Anyways, that's my own.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't know if I have it on this one. I used to have the Tenebrae theme song over here. I've got this one.
Oh, it's awesome.
I've got the. You know what movie
Yeah.
this is from? Blood and Black Lace.
Yep. That's a great movie.
That was
I
so
think I'm-
good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm very good.
We get sidetracked so easy.
Yeah. Well,
We
and
get
it's still
sidetracked.
horror related. The
Yep.
thing is, this movie is so awesome that there's nothing really critical you can say. Like, it's better if we get a movie that isn't that awesome, but like, it's more fun to talk about the awesome movies. It's like, I love the, okay. So here's something I'm gross. I can watch Terrifier, no problem. I can watch Terrifier while eating dinner, not a problem. I hate where like pimples or bubbles are popped and like, it just, I grow. Anything else? Human Centipede. I don't think I could do that while I'm eating dinner. But that when that tongue burst, I was like, that's gross. And it was like, gross, gross.
I was eating dinner while I was watching this. I'm
Oh
sitting here-
no!
I made a nice tuna, a couple of packets of that like lemon pepper tuna, and some lettuce and some other vegetables.
I love
Mixed
tuna. I
it.
just had that today.
Oh, absolutely! Little
Oh.
chicken bacon ranch dressing on it. Threw that in for some extra calories. And yeah, man, I'm sitting here eating and I'm watching all this shit while I'm like, it wasn't. Now Terrifier, I don't know if I could watch that while I eat, especially the bedroom scene in the second one. That shit hit a little bit different. The first time I saw that, literally, I watched that with Tyler, who's incidentally on next week, and I watched that for Patreon with it, and I had to I went off camera, and I'm like, I turned away, I'm like, oh god, like oh, and then the second time I watched it, I'm just like appreciating it for the special effects. I'm like, okay, you've gotten through the first viewing, now you can rewatch it again and actually watch it.
Right.
This one, there was no points where I had to turn away or anything. I was more just enthralled with the fact that there was just badass special effects. And then speaking of special effects, Tom Savini in it, he gets his finger bitten off and he gets freaking chucked against that car and he still survives. He finally, when he died, they ripped him into 4 pieces, and I'm watching him get ripped apart going oh, that's cool how they did that. Oh, all right, I want to see some behind the scenes on this. It was just a cool, he got such a badass death scene.
A lot of Dead Alive references. Now that Pete, now that you saw Dead Alive, whenever we watched that one, you could see there's so many, how influential Peter Jackson was we watched Bad Taste. We did Bad Taste as well, right? Yeah, we did. Yeah. So you could see so much stuff is just almost just completely taken almost exactly from that. Or he's just about to break her hand in the car door here. We watch. So Jesse, we're watching the movie while we're streaming. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have this movie committed to memory.
You're totally right. I have it on. I was actually just watching the part where they throw Tom Savini against the car, and it's he fucking smashes it in. Whose body could ever? He's just a human. Totally destroys the cop car. He's more or less all right.
He
he's
doesn't
good.
even have an Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just off topic, that Iron Man suit, and even though I love Iron Man, he's just that's not feasible. Your body cannot take that amount of beating. No matter what you're wearing.
It's all fantasy.
I love it though. I ain't knocking Iron Man.
Yeah.
We always
So same here. Same with this. Everyone's just doing whatever they got to do to get the plot moving.
Yeah.
I like when there's this has sort of a built-in excuse too, which is if something looks bad or looks, the effects look bad, or if something is off, you blame it on the Grindhouse. It's it's a Grindhouse movie, that's why it looks like that, right? And then so this movie has all the positives going for it. If it looks cool and you thought it was awesome, well, yeah. And if you thought certain things were bad, it's that's what Grindhouse is. And I don't think people really knew what to do. No, I have it. I have the Italian miniseries. It's 4 hours. He's talking about Yor is actually a 4-hour Italian TV show, which I do have that. I don't have that officially. I have that, pirated. It's around, buddy.
Yeah.
Just search for it. You'll find it. Anyways, yeah. So it's got this built-in, like, it's Grindhouse. I think people just didn't know what to make of it. I don't know why. Like both movies are awesome in their own way. I actually know a lot of people that loved Death Proof and hated Planet Terror, and I know people that loved Planet Terror and hated Death Proof. I liked both. I still
they're
like
completely different. I could see how you might enjoy one.
they're totally different. But Tarantino is more of a film nerd guy. Like every movie that he's ever made, I know exactly where he got that reference and everything. I'm like, oh, that's this movie, that's this, that's this. So like when I'm watching Death Proof, I'm like, oh, it's Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. I have that movie. It's the cars, the girls. It's like the girls beat the crap out of him at the end. That's literally the beginning of Faster Pussycat. So it's like, I understand what he's going for. And when I was watching Death Proof, I'm like, okay, I understand what he's doing here. This is not going to be the same. And I think a lot of people might check out. And those two movies were put together. I think people probably thought, what is happening? Why is this like a 4-hour experience?
I also remember when it first came out, there was a lot of like confusion about like who directed what and who's involved on what. And wait a minute, I thought this was a Tarantino thing. I thought this was a Rodriguez thing. Like there was a lot of that.
There was. Even with From Dusk Till Dawn, though. Even with True Romance, Pete finally got Pete to watch True Romance. Same thing. To me, that's like a pseudo. I mean, it's Tarantino, but Tony Scott's awesome. Like it's weird. It's a weird hybrid because like what's great about True Romance is it the dialogue and characters, which is Tarantino, or is it the crazy direction and just like the constant like momentum or whatever. I don't know. Rodriguez is like one of these fast cutting. You could tell Rodriguez movie like the Machete movies are awesome. I love both of them. I really like Spy Kids, at least the first two.
Yeah.
And Machete's in those movies, which makes it even more awesome. And he's Uncle Machete, so that means it's like in world. It's like this
universe somehow.
Yeah, the Spy Kids are in the same universe. He's got the twins, those the crazy babysitter twins or whatever. They're in.
Yeah.
I think they're the crazy nurses. It's like they're literally the same characters, except they're just nurses in Machete. It's like, okay. I like where it's like the same people are just used, and Jeff Fahey is used all the time. Lawnmower Man, he's there all the time. So I like where they use the same characters. Good night.
That's a movie I haven't seen in forever.
Which one?
Lawnmower Man.
Oh yeah.
It's not
Pierce Brosnan.
art. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater. I thought the ending was cool. The phones ring. That's kind of neat. Has nothing to do with that Stephen King story. They just take the names. It's like, oh, it's the Lawnmower Man. Did you read it? It's like I didn't read it either. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying it's like it ain't that story. But now she just got the leg. She's got the peg leg right now. And they didn't cheap out on that. I actually thought that I basically thought that she's not going to have her leg removed till the end of the movie. And I thought that might be the last 5 minutes, but actually gets cut off pretty early on.
Yeah.
And she's stuck. And I mean, obviously that's CGI.
Halfway through really is when she gets it.
And that's all CGI, right? I mean, at that point, that's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
To have that just be a cool thing that people might dismiss. I don't like someone dismissing something either. It's like, oh, that's stupid. Like I hate reviews where it's like, oh, that's stupid, or that I don't, like, why is that happening? Or I don't know. You're watching a movie, right? Like, it's a movie. So what were you thinking was going to happen in Planet Terror? I don't think anyone who went to go see Planet Terror walked out thinking that was garbage, who wanted to go see it. It's built in.
Yeah.
Why would you, like, my wife's not going to, she's like, Planet Terror, this looks like shit. I'm not watching it. I'm like, right, you'd probably hate it. So, fair.
Yeah, you should know what you're getting into when you go into it.
Oh, the kid, remember the kid? Okay, so I'm at the kid's going to shoot himself. That was that like actually kind of hilarious? Because it was just, it was like, now kid, don't play with that. You're going to shoot yourself. Like, idiot. Like,
yep,
idiot.
I know. I'm like, as soon as she gave him that, I'm like, oh yeah, he's little Billy here shooting his face off. Like that's gonna happen. Like this should be a fucking PSA for bad parenting. Like I guess it's in the event of an apocalypse. I mean, he kind of reminded me. He first of all, let me say, in her defense, all right. Now, subconsciously, she might have been like, it's like, I don't want to take care of the problem because he's my kid. He's gonna drag me down. I'm gonna try to save him, but the kid brought a fucking turtle, a scorpion, and a tarantula. And he was like, "Where's my pocket bike?" She's like, "In the trunk," which comes into play later. And it's just like, I don't. She's like, all right, here, just hold this, and bang. Oh no. But she did carry him around for a while, and she was going to her dad's house, which he was a badass too.
Yeah, he's
he
awesome.
was the old lawman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh, here I'm a little bit behind you because I'm at the scene where Savini's about to get his self yeeted into the car.
Oh no.
Well, so I don't know exactly. I'm at 57, so I may have jumped the gun. He hasn't shot himself yet. This is where he goes the all or nothing box or whatever it was, or the last resort box, or I can't remember what he called it. And then it was he just deputizes. Okay, you're all deputies. Well, what is I love that, like, the character, like Michael Biehn, is still attached to the law. Like, clearly it's a free for all at this point.
It's anarchy.
It's anarchy.
Yeah.
You don't need to. He's still trying to follow some sort of like semblance of humanity. Like, well, I don't want you to have a gun because you're a criminal. Like, okay, dude, it's over. Like, we're in. Give me a break. Now that you got to watch, Pete. You got to watch. I know you couldn't make it for our stream for Assault on Precinct 13, but really, I promise you got to watch that, because a lot of this is now from Assault on Precinct 13. This entire section is all assault, where the criminals got to work together and all that stuff. The original, not the shitty remake. Well, it's not that shitty, but it's kind of shitty. Actually, it sucks. It sucks. But yeah. Anyways, a lot of that's from this.
I will watch that because as soon as we're done here, I'm going to work out. And as soon as I'm done working out, I'll throw it on because I've got it on one of my flash drives. I'll watch Assault on Precinct 13 tonight.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's very slow. The first 40 minutes might seem slow, but power through it. There's some shocking things that happen. And once you see all the characters, all the characters are so great, man. The criminals are great. Napoleon Wilson's one of the best. Bishop, like, all the guys are awesome. Anyway,
screw that. I'll go put it on the TV and make the old man watch it with me.
Yeah.
Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he'll dig that.
Yeah, for sure. I think he might. Yeah.
But oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, she's giving him the heater right now.
Yep. Now I've got it up here now too. Yeah.
Oh, so we're all about the same place here then.
Yeah. So 59 minutes, 17, 18, 19, 20.
All right, cool.
Marley Shelton was supposed to come to Niagara Falls, man, and then she canceled, so I didn't get a chance to meet her. It would have been good to talk about this one. I just missed. I don't know. I don't know what happened. She canceled or postponed. They say postponed, which doesn't mean shit. It's like, okay, you're not coming, right? Like, what does that mean? Postponed for what? It's not like it's like the 3 days from now. It's like it's going to be next year. You postpone to next year. What does that mean? But yeah. Oh,
oops.
And I love how she's in. This is another movie trope thing. Nobody ever changes their outfits. Like, she's stuck in the, like, I love it. It's like, get tactical. Like, you think it's like, okay, we've got to, like, get all tactical. And I do love where there's that deputy woman. She all of a sudden, this like kind of like sexy deputy chick shows up, and you're like, whoa, where were you? And then she was there earlier on, but now she's got like she cut the bottom off here. She cut the sleeves off. You're like, whoa, wait a minute, where were you earlier? And it's just like, that's in the missing reel.
What is like a cop maybe or something?
Tall, like, gorgeous brunette, and she's got it like it's either I think it's an M16. And yeah, she cut her shit like up to here. I'm like, that's not practical, but I like it.
Right.
Don't let me stop you by all means. I see what you're doing and I endorse it. You know, I'm like, it's not very practical for a apocalyptic wasteland, but you know what? It's an okay outfit. But neither was Humongous from the Road Warrior.
I love Just Walk Away. I have a feeling that he probably would have killed them if they walked away, but that's just me. I love Lord Hugh. We actually just discussed this on my last stream. Just walk away, leave it all and walk. Yeah, sure. I'll give you free passage to the wasteland. I don't think so. Wes is going to kill them like 1 second after they leave that compound. Anyway.
Yep.
Oh, I love the slaughterhouse here is great.
Yep.
I love the barbecue chicken recipe where it's like that he keeps wanting it and he doesn't want to give it to him. Oh, here's the like obligatory vehicle. Like all this, why does this guy have all these kick-ass vehicles now? I love it. This is so great. The mentality of this movie is spot on. Like, oh yeah, here's this badass bike. Like, where did that come? And then Ray rides the little mini one, which makes it even funnier. Bike. Yeah, that's super funny.
He looks like one of the Shriners on the little bikes.
Michael Biehn was injured in the missing reel, which we didn't get a chance to see. And they have time to have sex, even though there's literally like zombies. It's like, I love it.
Yeah, it's time. You know, look, man. Even with one leg, Rose McGowan, you know what I mean? He's like, I might not make it through this, girl. Conjugal visit, you know, I am a prisoner. Which that was a pretty cool scene where he shot his ankle cuffs off. Shot through the chain.
Yeah,
that was cool. Yeah, when he was laying on his back and he put his feet up, blow. That was pretty solid. I was like, ooh, that was slick. I like that.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? I asked this question on Dead Alive, and I can ask it again here. Something like that example that you just gave. Do you think that that's in a script, or is that sort of thought up while you're there? Because there's so many little things in this movie that are neat like that, where it's like, you know, I can't see them typing that. It's like, okay, you know, exterior night, whatever, zombie approaches, you know, Ray uses gun to shoot the zombie, but also through the chains. Like I don't see Rodriguez typing this out. So I don't know. I like stuff like that where they're coming up with little details while they're there.
Yeah, it could be something as simple as like, I need a cool kill here, and then they're sitting there like, all right, this is the setting. What do we do? Like, how could he do it? You know?
Yeah, and you know, maybe they had it laid out to where he's all right. Now lay on your back, and he's like, you know, what if it's Freddy Rodriguez? He comes up. Okay, so he goes, I've still got the ankle shackles on. So what if, as I'm shooting,
yeah, exactly,
shoot through the shackles at the same time, or maybe the director, whatever, Robert Rodriguez caught it and said, wait, what if we do, I think it's kind of one of those things. Like, I almost look at these scenes like they have an idea of what they want to do, but it's like putting together a match. You're like, there's pieces that you're always going to adjust on the fly based on the situation you're in, and I think that very well could be one of those little things that they were just like, yeah, this would be cool. Let's have him do this because he shoots. Why does he shoot this guy? Why does he shoot up? Why does he put his legs up? Because they needed a reason for him to get rid of his ankle cuffs. So he shot through,
right.
Yeah.
And he put his.
All right, so he's in these cuffs. We know he's got to get out of them somehow. How do we get him out of them?
Right.
Yep.
Yes, that's neat. I don't think that happens a lot now because of either just time constraints or CGI usage. When you're using CGI all the time, famous example of the Star Wars films, the later ones, where it's all CGI, you can't get cool shots because nothing's there. There's no physical objects to interact with. Like nobody's picking shit up and doing stuff with it. It's just like nothing. Pretend this is there, and then you act across a tennis ball or something. But like. Versus like there's actual practical things happening where guys are standing around and like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, and it's all there. now they're making love, and like the big stick goes up. That's super funny.
Yep. Missing reel
coming up. Yeah, it's like.
Yep.
I saw a screening of Texas Chainsaw Part 1, like original, and it burned at the end. As Leatherface is swinging his thing, it burned for real in the theater. And we're like, whoa! And they're like, well, that's the last print you guys are gonna. That's the last time that print's gonna be on there.
That's wild.
Yeah, that was crazy. And it pretty much looked like that, like the way they're showing it. Like it's, I was like thinking, I'm like, why are they doing this grindhouse effect on? I was like, oh no, it really did burn it. We're like, holy crap!
Yeah, what are the odds?
At least
Yeah. Oh, look at the fire here.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like Night of the Living. This is exactly Night of the Living Dead, right? Like, look at that.
Yeah, the shot from behind, the way they shuffle, everything about it, the lighting. Holy cow!
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think this movie costs too much. This is a problem. Even with smaller budget movies, this movie costs too much for the audience. And it was, Terrifier, just to use as an example, is sort of the right path. It's like, make it really low budget. Use your pocket, go to your bank, withdraw all your cash, make a movie. Okay, it does decent. Okay, take that money, get a Kickstarter going, earn a little bit more, make another one, really amp it. Like, part 1 of Terrifier is a fun movie, whatever. Okay, part 2 really amp the fuck out, like really push that as far as you can. Then that makes tons of money. Now you can do basically Terrifier 4 or 5 or whatever they're going to do. He can make anything he wants. Just like Saw. Saw 1 costs like $1 million. First day, it makes like, 8 million, or opening weekend, it made like 8 million. Like, well, there's 8 more Saw movies right there, there.
Yep.
This movie they put so much time, effort, money, production value. They put so much into this movie that it almost sabotaged itself. It was never going to be, it's called Grindhouse. Like, people are like, is the movie called Grindhouse? Yeah. Is it 3 movies? Is it 2 movies? Just as Jesse said earlier, oh, so Tarantino directed these movies? No, he didn't. Well, he directed and wrote one of them, but the other one not. So, okay, wait, which one? Who's the other guy? Rodriguez? Oh, so it's like From Dusk Till Dawn? Well, not really, because they're separate. Oh, like, they're just like, I'll just go watch something else. Yeah. I don't know what came out in 2007, but they'll just go watch something else.
The marketing kind of sabotaged the films themselves, And yeah, I see that as an issue too. If you're going to do a movie like this, you can't put an astronomical amount into budget. You can't. You're never going to get the ROI. It's never going to happen.
Not only that, but I feel like with a movie like this, it's better not to anyway. Yes. There's something like you can tell.
Yes.
The director has to get creative.
Yeah.
Say, all right, I don't have the money to make this a big deal. How the hell do we make it look cool without it? And that's where magic happens with a movie like this, in my opinion, anyway.
And
yeah, I think Tarantino and Rodriguez were so excited as personal fans of this sort of film.
Yeah.
They got so excited to make this that they almost didn't care if it was going to make money or not. And that's how you get cult status. You just it's like Ed Wood. He just wants to make movies. He doesn't care if people like them. In his mind, they're great. Same thing here. And for the fans, the few fans who got it, they're appreciative of that. Oh, you guys, thanks. You understood what we were trying to do. We appreciate you guys. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a Grindhouse 2. Like, I started to think, oh, wouldn't it be great if every couple of years 2 other films, like kind of like a VHS or whatever, like you get other guys to do a double feature. It doesn't have to be Tarantino or Rodriguez every time. You get other guys,
right?
I can't remember, like maybe like, Alex Proyas, and then you get the guy who did You're Next, or, like, because Jason there, who did anyway, whatever. You get those, 2 other guys come in and do 2 pictures. They advertised that werewolf thing. Now Machete did get made, but they're not making Machete 3. It's pissing me off. I want my Machete Kills Again in space. That was supposed to be the 3rd one. And Leo DiCaprio was supposed to be the villain. At least it said in the trailer, Leo DiCaprio. It's fake, but they say, but he's in a mask. So it's like the masked man. It's like Leo DiCaprio is the masked man. So he's literally just in an iron mask, like the Musketeers picture. It's supposed to be Leo DiCaprio. It's like, clearly it's not him. But anyways, they didn't make part 3. I'm super pissed. I want my Machete. It's called Machete Kills Again in Space. That's what I want. I want that to come out.
I've never seen a Machete movie.
I watched the first one, and it is exactly what you expect and everything you want. Danny Trejo it's just awesome. Crazy to see what that guy does at his age, and
I think part 2 might be even better. Like it's just it's just more amped again.
Yeah, the absurdity.
Yeah, they just pushed it.
We've
And Mel
talked about
Gibson's the
that.
villain.
Nice. About how like you take Friday the 13th for example, and Halloween 2. You look at the first movie, or Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 are a good example of. The first movie is awesome, but the second movie, it's like, ooh, like that just it hits just. Friday the 13th Part 2 is like that. Like I don't mind the Town That Dreaded Sundown, Jason. Like
I'll
he
quote
was.
that.
Yeah, it worked very well coming off the first one, given that Jason he was nothing but a gag at the end of the first movie. So yeah, you can see that with sequels like you're talking about Machete 2. Yeah, where they're like better than the predecessor. You know, I mean my personal favorite Friday the 13th is Part 6. I mean, that's I love Jason Lives. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it is excellent. To me, that's when you first get, like, when you think Jason in your head, that's it right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's Jason.
That one got played a lot. So I'm in Canada. I'm Canadian, eh? So like we watch like our TVs with our bunny ears, eh? And we like try to move them around. So no, but that used to play on, I guess, TBS. You guys would have had that. So we had TBS, Turner Broadcast. So we had TBS here, and that Jason Lives would play on that at nauseum. It'd also play on our channel here, CTV. It would just play that all the time, and because there's no nudity in it, the sex part was cut very quick. Like it just cuts to her like saying, "Oh, what's that?" and she gets off. So it's like that's really it, and the rest of the kills can be easily shadowed. Like it's not too crazy. So because that played all the time, that zombie Jason became versus the mentally challenged or mongoloid. I don't know, like that.
Right.
That's like that kind of Jason. That's for the fans who started from the beginning watching all of that stuff, right? To see the progression. But basically, zombie like Frankenstein monster Jason is what everyone thinks of, right? It's like Freddy is all the Universal characters got redone in the 80s as Freddy is Dracula, right? Jason is Frankenstein's monster, like it's the Frankenstein story. So all these movies kind of got redone, as modern takes or whatever of these creatures. But like that's the one that everyone knows. That's what you think of. Even for the Jason mask, which you've got the Nintendo, the NES version there, which I think is really neat. And I had that. I still have that game, and I did beat it. And then it says but it's not over yet, and you have to beat it 3 times. That pissed me right off. And then I see guys on YouTube beat it in 3 minutes. I'm like,
right. They speed run it. Yeah.
They speed run it.
Yeah, that game, the music in that, and then Jason popping up, that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, it was such a cheesy thing, but it was so much fun. Like they had a Halloween video game on.
I never saw that.
It was on. I put it in a video I did a couple years ago, like just some clips of it. I can't remember if it was like Atari or.
Yep, I'm looking at it now.
Oh
God, it's terrible.
A Halloween game for the next PlayStation, where you are Michael Myers and.
Yeah, the new Halloween game coming out looks gorgeous.
It does.
Like, oh man, I am excited about that. Yeah, that's one, and they're coming out with a Hellraiser game too, which I think it's single player. Which I'm not like if I'm playing online, like I like to play like multiplayer, like games like that. But it'd be where I love Hellraiser, so it's worth checking out, I guess.
You can let me know on that one. I can't wrap my head around how that game is going to work because the Cenobites are very passive characters. Mm-hmm. Like they don't do like Michael Myers is a proactive character. He goes out to seek, right? Like the Cenobites, you need to.
Yeah, like what are you going to play with them in hell?
Like I don't know. I have no idea. Like that's or maybe maybe it's going to start with a cutscene of you opening up the lament configuration. Then you're in hell, and then the rest of it's in hell. But maybe it's something like that. I wanted to mention I love that they introduced this idea that there's a cure. See, this is a pure zombie movie, which is it's nothing's really solved at the end.
No.
That's one of the things that I caught this when Walking Dead was at its starting off and it was really going up in popularity, where people didn't watch zombie movies. They were completely confused. I didn't realize how much the general public didn't understand the way zombie movies work. It's like, no, they're not. Everyone's going to die. Like when characters on that show start to die, and I remember people at work being like, this character died. I'm like, yeah, everyone's going to die. It's like, it's a zombie movie. Everyone dies. Like, and your normies didn't understand that. But this movie, again, there could be a cure and we've got to get to my laboratory. And he gets killed and you're like,
his head is
I guess that's not happening. I guess that's not happening.
Anybody, what did she say? Anybody else? Was it a molecular biologist? Some crazy shit like that. No, didn't think so.
Yeah, I love it. And then I love when Tarantino, so he's got the two ladies and he wants to have fun with them. And all of a sudden his manliness is melting off and he's pretty unconcerned about it. Like you're like,
he's like, I'll just have to make it quick.
But it's already off. Like one piece is already
They just show it dripping down. It's like, oh.
Like, how is it, if he sucks that gas, is it going to come back up? Like, I don't know. Or does it just heal him back? Like, I don't know how that's going to work.
It retracts back. Never mind.
No, I don't know. But
I don't know the physiology of it. I'm not a doctor. I just stayed at a Holiday Inn Express one time.
It's basically just like nonsense. It's nonsense science and nonsense medicine. This is technobabble, right? Just, the trioxin gas. It's like, okay, I don't know. Like, sure, okay, I guess that does things. Like, whatever. But there would never be a part two.
Too much.
What's that?
If you start to look into any of that stuff, I can't do it, or I start to get angry.
Yeah.
I'm like, either do it or don't. Like, don't mention if it's not real, or why'd you make this fake thing up? You know, It's so strange. Like, I guess to me, it's one thing if it's not. Like, I guess it's different because this is a zombie outbreak. Totally, like, okay, whatever. Anything could be here, I guess. I guess I find it especially atrocious when there is a real thing. And I'm like, science explains this. What is this?
Right.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I like that they're just like,
no, he's sucking it in.
They're doing the they're putting it in there because it's supposed to be there. That's what I like about it. Like they basically, like Rodriguez and Tarantino collectively went through what are all the grindhouse things that happen in these types of movies. Well, there's this, and there's always some dumb thing which, you know, and that is how they're playing it off. And I think if you're, I don't know about the Rodriguez fans. I don't know what I don't know what came out first. I'd have to look at Rodriguez's film. Let me pull that up. Actually, let me take a quick look. I think I did see El Mariachi when that came out, so I think I was with him from the beginning. I saw El Mariachi, Desperado, 4 Rooms. Oh yeah, I didn't think that was that good. From Dusk Till Dawn, Faculty. Yep, I've seen all this. Spy Kids. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Yep, Sin City. So I've seen almost everything he's ever made.
Okay.
And I'm trying to look at so when did this come out? Planet Terror. So before that was Shark Boy and Lava Girl. That was a kiddie thing. Sin City was badass. Yeah. So I think and Once Upon a Time in Mexico was like super badass. Okay. So Rodriguez had a pretty good steady kind of films going here. But I think this one, they probably thought, oh, this is silly or weird. You know what I mean? Like, this is him making a fan movie. This is almost like a fan movie. And then Death Proof for sure. Because if you're going with Tarantino, like I thought some people like, oh, we saw that Death Proof. It's like, what the hell was that? Was that Tarantino? What was going on?
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's because he didn't do all of the Tarantino things exactly. I know you guys were talking earlier about Tarantino doing like the writing, and some people say, well, do people talk that way? They talk that way in his movies, and they talk that way as part of sort of the world that he's building, but they're talking about real subjects. So they're talking about real subjects that people do talk about, but in their own unique way. But I think he got better. Like sometimes you watch like James Gunn does this. This is why I don't like that Superman movie. And James Gunn is, every character talks the way James Gunn talks. None of them are just like, if you watch that garbage Superman movie, like what is the difference between Mr. Terrific and Hot Girl? Like their like it's the same thing. Like if you close your eyes and you know, you're like, well, who said this? I don't know. Versus where Tarantino, I think, did get better at making each person's dialogue distinct to that character as he got better. Because Reservoir Dogs, that's everyone is Tarantino in that movie. Everyone talks like he does, right? And he got better immediately. Pulp Fiction right away. It's like, okay, people are different.
Everybody still sounds like they're in a Tarantino movie, but each character is their own character.
Right. They weren't really like that. Now, Reservoir Dogs, I own every Tarantino movie.
I love
and I like Reservoir Dogs.
Of course.
It's great, of course. But that is as a film nerd guy, that is a criticism of it. It's like, okay, that is like, you know, I can't, like, what's the difference between Mr. Pink and Mr. Brown? I mean, like, whatever. I mean, I know the differences, right. But if you start to go more into his filmography, he gets better and better.
Yeah, like if you were to say, like, Mr. Pink, what are his defining qualities? What makes him a character?
Right.
Different? You know, but you
right, exactly. Like I think
like,
Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I've seen that movie probably 40 times. I love it. That's my favorite of his. I love that time period too. But anyways, so yeah, but by that point, he's like a master. Like every character is super awesome in their own, you know, in their own way or whatever. Yeah, here's Bruce Willis. Oh, here's how things gonna. Is he gonna get his head blown off here coming up?
All right, I'm at 1 hour 20 minutes. I had to pause it. This is by far my favorite part of the movie. I laughed so hard the first time that I saw this part that I almost threw up. It's when Bruce Willis comes in and Quentin Tarantino just went down to bang the two girls, and he's like, right. Get Lewis down here. And like, he's getting his dick wet, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, get him down here.
Get him down here.
I don't know if it's funnier because it's Bruce Willis, but it's like, I don't know. It's brilliant dial. He's getting his dick wet, sir. Who you would never. It's just so crazy. I don't know. I remember the first time I laughed so fucking hard.
Well, it's funny because it's like Bruce Willis is trying to get down to business, right? Like I got shit to do, but then he turns into that monster or whatever, which is kind of neat. It does have some interesting quality. Like the movie does have some serious things where I just saw it where Cherry Darling does her stripper thing that she can move, like put her hips up or whatever, or put her pelvis up. But like the girl says is like at one point in your life, all of your, you know, useless talents are going to somehow come into play. And they do that in this movie. There was a bit more thought put into it. There was that whole thing where Marley Shelton and Fergie were they lovers or were they just best friends? It was a bit vague, but you could infer they were lovers, I would think. And they were going to run away together with the kid. They're going to take the kid and run off. And there is tension there. So there's extra plot, or not plot, actually, it's story. There's extra story that we're not seeing on screen. Mm-hmm. So they did try to, you know, do something more than just have schlock. It's not like a pure schlock movie, even though that's what people like. That's what you would think. And I think people just weren't ready. I don't even know if they're ready for it now. I don't know. What are people saying about this movie now? Or is this just forgotten? Let me see what the 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, which Rotten Tomatoes can go take a long walk off a short pier. They're trash.
Yeah, right.
But we just use them as a number just to, you know.
It's a baseline.
At least with an audience score, usually you can kind of get an idea of what most people think.
Yep.
So 77, is that good? That's good, right? That seems good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that's good, especially for this type of movie. Like, you're going to get a lot of people who hate it, so there's for sure going to be super negative reviews of people who hate gory movies or all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, 77, I would say, I'm actually surprised it's that high, maybe even.
Right.
I don't know what Death Proof, what's Death Proof at? Just says...
I feel like it's got to be higher.
So Jesse, you've seen both. Did you like Death Proof equally, or did you like that Death Proof better?
Gosh, what a good question. I don't know. I love Quentin Tarantino's dialogue, and I love his story structure so much that when I go into a Quentin Tarantino movie, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it's almost like going into a Wes Anderson or something like that. There's certain
Right.
directors where it's like I go into it wanting that director. So I have definitely a big love for it, and for Kurt Russell, which I mean, I don't know. Obviously you can't say it's Kurt Russell's best movie by any stretch of the imagination, but damn, is he good in it.
Well, Escape from New York is in my top
Right.
5 favorite movies of all time, so I'm going to go ahead and say that
Yeah.
Kurt Russell can do if he's in something. As soon as I heard his voice in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he's like, "That's a big fucking lie." I was like, "Yeah." He's like doing that. I was like, "I love it." But yeah, no, he is that movie. Yeah,
just in that one movie, he is funny.
Yeah.
He is sinister and scary, but he at the same time will say something that is both of those things. You're like, that's funny, and I'm kind of creeped out also.
When he turns the wrong other way, it's like, which way you going? And then she says, he's like, "Oh, that's unfortunate because it's like, we're not going." And you're like, "Oh, because now you're going to get scared."
Yeah, man, if you're going left, you might not have been scared for a little while, but now you're scared right away. And then it's like, and then you do get scared right away as the audience watching. You're like, "Oh shit, it's happening."
Yeah.
So yeah, probably that one more, but I am a huge zombie lover, big zombie movie fan. I mean, so it's hard to say one way or another. It just depends on the mood, I think.
Are you a slow lumbering zombie fan or a running aggressive zombie fan?
Slow lumbering, personally. Yep. I'm a purist.
Same.
That's the correct answer.
Correct answer.
You will be asked on again.
It's two different movies, right? A running zombie movie is it's not even a horror movie at that point. It's a thriller. It's high octane. To me, the fear of a real zombie movie is, number one, the human element of being enclosed and the danger other people pose. But then it's the slow crushing. It's like you're in a trash compactor. You're fucking stuck. It's going to crush you eventually. I guess you could try to stay alive as long as you want, but the end is inevitable. And I love seeing that. How the characters react to the end and what happens.
Yeah, that is the point of zombie movies. This movie, they're diseased or whatever. It's like, and they have their wits, so it's not mindless.
Right.
Zombies or whatever. Like, it's kind of like, okay, a little bit different. Oh, there's the girl with the lady cop or whatever. It's like, I love the babysitters too that come in. All of a sudden they're like these badass babysitter chicks. Like,
and they tried to kill Marley Shelton earlier.
Yeah, well, she was being rude to them or whatever. But it's like, but she's being rude in a way that like is like, well, you don't know what happened, and the kid, you're supposed to be taking care of the kid, and they obviously don't care anyway. So whatever. Now they're on the bike. I think the thing with Death Proof was that after the first act, that's a 2-act movie.
Yep.
After the first act, Kurt Russell is not in it as much until the chase, and you're like, and it's like I missed him. I was like, oh, I want to see him, but we already got the point of what he's doing, so. Right. Now it's like a different. The movie resets itself. It's like okay, now it's a new thing, and then they reset it. But yeah, Death Proof is awesome. But this is just, I think maybe even those two movies, I guess, I kind of like those two movies together. I'm wondering if they maybe should have swapped the order. Well, maybe not. I actually prefer, because I saw this as meant to be seen with the two movies, and this played first, then Death Proof.
Okay. And that's how if I were going to watch them, that's how I'd want to do it first.
I agree with you. That's how they showed it, and we had a discussion. I remember we had a discussion. Like, maybe they should have swapped those around, because a couple there's a lot of us, like 5 or 6 of us went to this. I was like, guys, we gotta go see this. Like, let's go. And it was pretty divided. A couple of guys were like, I don't like Death Proof, it's kind of boring, and they're like, yeah, but the Planet Terror was awesome. And then I literally knew a couple of people were like, I fucking hate Planet Terror. It's shit. It's stupid. But I love Death Proof because they wanted a more serious character focus.
Wanting something serious, you are gonna hate it. It's like,
I mean, but like for me, I love them both because I'm a nerd in general that likes many different kinds of like I own 300 or 400 black and white movies. Like James Cagney is my favorite actor. So
Okay.
like I'm not just watching Ilsa and Terrifier. I'm also watching black and white. Like we're watching, Lawrence of Arabia is one of my favorites. Ben-Hur, Seven Samurai, right? Whatever. So like my second favorite movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey. My first is Conan the Barbarian, but so I like Conan better than 2001.
Okay.
But whatever, they're both equally good. So I can appreciate it.
Are though, like
Yeah.
if you really love to study film and stuff like that, it's like it's different types of art. It's like trying to compare a Picasso and a Monet. They're not
Right.
even the same concept. You can't go into there with the same thing.
It's right. This movie is a masterpiece for exactly what you saw. The trailers, you saw the poster. You didn't accidentally see this movie. It was rated R. I don't know what was rated in Canada.
It's a commentary on a genre. So it's like, yeah, you should, if you went in there not knowing the genre or not expecting that genre, maybe, but if you did, then what the hell else were you expecting?
Yeah, I usually go in with the expectation that I'm gonna enjoy what I'm watching, because I don't see every movie that comes out, because you have to make a judgment call. You don't have unlimited money or time. So you see a bunch of trailers, that looks cool, that doesn't look cool. So then you go based on that. But Tarantino's name, Rodriguez's name, the subject matter, the look of the movie, just like the premise of what it is, this is like, it checked every box. And I walked out of that, I was like, this was awesome. I bought whatever I could.
Yeah.
Like I have a death proof wallet. Like it's death proof, and it's like I'm like, okay, do I need this wallet? Sure, I need this wallet because it says death proof on it. It's got the car on it. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's bad.
Do I need to buy a figure of Cherry Darling? Of course, because she's awesome. Right? So it's like, I mean, it was great rewatches because I hadn't watched this in a long time, and I know you. I don't know if who recommended it was if it was. I don't know if the
Oh yeah, Pete was like, "Hey, we're gonna watch this." Basically.
Okay, so Pete just said we're gonna watch.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, man, I'd never seen this one. I was like, it just popped up. I'm like, I want to watch this one, and it was kind of one of those I call. This one was my call.
What do you guys call Freddy Rodriguez is like the main guy?
I like him. He's a ninja.
I really liked his character, and everything I've seen, I don't think I've really seen Freddy Rodriguez anything where I've been like, where I just didn't like his performance or him as a.
Yeah.
I think he was really good in this as the lead.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just interesting to choose like your main character. He's a little bit shorter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, oh, interesting. Okay. And he's awesome in it.
Yeah, it breaks away from the norms of like the action genre. You know, I mean, this is obviously it's action, horror, an amalgamation of those two things. But yeah, it was a good choice for a leading man, and him and Rose McGowan played off each other really well in their scenes.
Chemistry, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The first thing I ever saw him in was 6 Feet Under.
I remember that.
By the way, I consider that to be the best television show ever made.
6 Feet Under. Okay, I've not watched that. For me, it's Doctor Who, Star Trek, Blake 7, 66 Batman. I also like the Cosby Show a lot.
Fair enough.
I know I'm not allowed to now, but I don't care.
Mine are like what? This is
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice is fucking fantastic. I love
I
that.
know.
The Jeffersons.
That's a great show.
I watched so much In the Heat of the Night. It's
that's good. The movie's awesome.
And this is something a lot of people might not know unless they're longtime listeners, but I am a huge fan of the show Dallas. I fucking love that show. And honestly, at one point, Who Shot JR was the most watched episode in TV history.
Yeah.
Because it was a huge cliffhanger.
For sure. I remember people talking about like oh, I didn't watch it. I was way too young, I think, to have been.
I was a wee like 3 years old when that happened, but that show ran for 13 seasons from 78 to 91, and I was about 7, 8 years old, and I was watching it with my grandma, my mom's mom, and she wasn't supposed to drink. We had this old 1950s like ice box out in the back porch at my parents' house, and there was a back door to the bedroom that she was in, which would later become mine after she passed away. So she'd be like, Petey, go out there in the ice box and get me a Miller High Life. And I'd go out there and get her Miller High Life. And she's sitting here with her freaking Winston Light 100 sticking out to here, crack that can open. She'd be like, take a sip. I'd be like, I can't. Just take a sip. Like, all right. Take a sip. Oh. Give it back. She goes, now you can't tell on me. Damn.
Dang. Come on,
Yep,
Grandma.
Oh, that is
Grandma was
awesome.
ruthless.
That's lie.
I'd
That was
sit
great.
here and watch Dallas with her while she chain smoked and drank beer.
Oh, we used to in Canada, they'd sell anything to anybody. I'd go buy smokes for. I was a little kid. I can't reach the counter, and I'd buy. I still remember Demorier King Size. It was my grandfather's brand, and then Viscount or something. I don't know. It's a weird name. That was my aunt's cigarettes, and they'd give me money. I'd go buy smokes for them as a little kid.
Yeah.
It's like nobody cared. It's like
Yeah.
I grew up in Sterling, literally a
Mhm.
village, and it was the same thing. I go, they knew who I was getting it for, what was going on.
yeah, no one cared.
Yep.
I wanted to mention the helicopter.
Yeah.
You guys, that was awesome. Now I don't know if I've seen that before. I can't remember if I saw it before I saw it on here or after I saw it on here. But that is a badass. It's like the lawnmower part in Dead Alive. Get the lawnmower out.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
like mow everybody down.
That-
Rose is
that,
acting here.
I was gonna say the helicopter scene triggered any Vic Morrow fans.
Is that that's the
That's a deep cut.
is that
No,
the
nobody. Twilight Zone, the movie.
Twilight's on the movie? Yeah, the guy really got
okay.
nailed. Yeah, I was gonna say
got-
it's the Twilight.
He got his head. Him and it was like two. They were like, I can't remember what they were. They were. It was supposed to be in Vietnam. The scene
Yeah.
was taking place, so there were two little kid actors. They got him and all three of them.
Yeah.
That was a bad joke.
And they were supposed to like not
That's a
play.
bad joke.
That movie still came out anyways. In
That was
Sword in the
great-
Sword, it's a good movie. Well, it's just the popular ones. They just took the popular episodes and put
Yep.
them in a movie.
It's just the actors that are in them that make them so memorable. Because was
Right.
it John Lithgow was the gremlin on the plane one?
Yeah, Terror at 20,000 feet or whatever it's called.
Yep.
It was Shatner before, I think, and then they switched it to I don't know who. Yeah, was it with John Lithgow in the movie version?
Yep, it was John Lithgow.
Haven't seen that movie in like I don't think I own that movie.
Me either.
Let me
I was
check.
looking. Because I bought a, which is cool because I haven't seen the original Salem's Lot in a while. I bought this. It's
No,
like
I don't own
the King of Horror.
Oh,
It's
that's sick.
movie Stephen King collection. I got it for like $13 at Walmart. The plastic's still on it. I bought it like probably 6 months ago. But it's got Salem's Lot, The Shining, Creep Show, Cat's Eye,
Love Creepshow.
the 1990 It, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, and Dreamcatcher.
Those are all good.
Great. Yeah.
I've never seen Dreamcatcher.
It's okay.
Cat's Eye. I
Yeah, it's
love
cool.
that movie as a
Yeah.
kid. That was such.
Yeah, that's a cool movie.
But yeah, and the Salem's Lot, which I watched.
That's awesome.
The new one, I'm like, ooh, I haven't seen the original in a while, so like that basically hooked me because like here's the cover of it right there.
Yeah, no, that is
Oh,
cool. Yeah,
that is cool.
Yeah.
and Shining, which has to do with the story, but Kubrick as it's Kubrick, so it's awesome.
My wife I had her watch that for the first time, probably like less than a month ago. We watched it.
The Kubrick one, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched Dr. Sleep yet?
We started it and haven't finished it yet.
I liked it.
It's good. I love
I thought
Ewan
it was good.
McGregor, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's kind of cool that they made it a sequel to the movies. I haven't read the book, either of those books, even though I've read a lot of Stephen King.
Broad strokes, it's the same. I never read The Shining. My friend, whose name is Steven, has every Stephen King book in hardcover.
Okay.
And I think he likes. There was the TV miniseries, which was a little bit more faithful.
I'm a big King fan. Actually, my very first tattoo ever was from the Dark Tower.
Oh, cool! I did read The Gunslinger, the first the first book or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, excellent.
No,
You got to go through the whole thing. It ties a lot of his stuff together.
Yeah.
The Dark Tower movie was kind of a didn't they make a movie out of that with like
Yeah, I
Idris
didn't watch
Elba? I've never heard anything good about the movie from
Matthew
anybody who's
McConaughey.
read
The only
book.
thing I ever heard that was even decent was that Matthew McConaughey did make a good Man in Black.
Yeah.
And the rest of the movie was utter trash, so it didn't matter.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
pretty
and
much
that first book is the Man in
consensus.
Yeah, the Man in Black is like it's like the Man in Black followed me. Like it's literally him following him or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like
The man
I
in
don't-
Black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed.
followed. Yeah, exactly. I don't. There's just some things, you know. Not everything needs to be a movie,
Yeah, no.
right? Like you know, there's just things that exist as what they are, and then that's it.
Yeah. You know what I would love to see is cartoon movies, like
Sure.
adult animation, make a
Yep.
resurgence. I'm starting to see a couple of them. Like, man, you could do some kick-ass things if people just bought into it.
It's still stigmatized as a kid's medium. So
Yeah.
like when I was watching Ghost in the Shell and Akira, and like I saw Princess Mononoke in the theater, like all these ones that people look at, but oh yeah, it's like I was watching those. Like I grew out. I'm not saying the Disney movies are bad at all. I watched them all in the theater. My grandfather would take me. I like the Disney cartoons, but I started to graduate to Akira, Ghost in the Shell. I had like Doom Megalopolis. Like there's all these weird ones. Like, anyways, and people are watching. Oh, I thought Lion King was so good. I'm like, it's literally that what Kimba White Lion. So I was like, So I wasn't that into those cartoons. I was watching anime because I grew out of those cartoons, and I started to realize that wow, there's a lot of great animation out there that's for teens and older.
It's like a different medium.
Medium.
It would be like watching one television show,
Right.
and then basing all television off of that one kid show. It's like, yeah, you don't go watch a show on Disney Plus and then think that's how all TV shows are.
Right. I mean, it's a genre.
Some for kids, some for adults. Anime is just the style of the art.
Yeah, that's not so. We like as kids, we called it Japanimation. It is what it is. That's what the term that we use. Yeah. And I remember buying these tapes. I would go to the downtown video stores, and I was buying tapes that were dubbed for $35 on VHS.
Yep.
Like just for one, like Project Eiko. I had like a bunch of them, and it's like now you can get all these in 2 seconds, but for nothing. But it was tough to get these. Like Akira was like, $30, and it's like, oh, I've got Akira, and it was dubbed with the guy's voice from Leonardo from Turtles. But I'm like, hey, it's like it's something to watch. And I was showing it to my buddies, like, whoa, what is this? This is insane. And then Ghost in the Shell, nobody understood anything. Yeah. Everyone's like, this movie's awesome. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that it's awesome. It's like, and now I have every Ghost in the Shell thing there is. But anyway. Yeah, like it's a different way to tell stories. And people, they should do a lot of these things like that. It would be way better. It costs less.
Yeah. And some of the ideas that it's like, especially if you're doing like a book to movie adaptation, there's sometimes you read stuff, you're like, how would you even do this? There's just no way to make it look good live action. But if they did adult animation, you could see some, I don't know, it'd be sweet.
Yeah. So are we rating this? Or I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you want to?
I mean, we can. I mean, but
it's a masterpiece. It's rated.
It is.
I don't know.
For what it is, yeah, this absolutely hits every note there is to hit. I mean, I got no choice other than give this one a 10 out of 10. I mean, what the hell else are you gonna give it? It delivers. Like if you had a checklist of what these kind of movies were supposed to be and what your expectations were, then this met or exceeded all of them. I mean, I can't knock this movie down for really anything.
No, it's exactly what you want if that's the mood you're in.
Yeah, I don't know. Like even if I was scrutinizing it because it's got the built-in factor of, well, that's what a grind. Well, the plot was a little bit shaky because we lost but that's what happens in these movies. Right. It's like, that is what the bad guy. It's like they didn't solve anything. I literally had people Walking Dead was a great experience to see viewers in horror because it was a mainstream horror show that had a lot of gore and it was about zombies that mainstream viewers were watching. A lot of normies were watching that. So I got to see people's opinions. Yeah. I remember people talking to me saying, wait a minute, well, if this guy dies, he became a zombie. I was like, yeah, that's how it works. It's like, that's what zombies are. And they didn't know. Literally, the guy's like, oh shit. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I didn't realize that, people didn't watch every horror movie that came out like I did. I'm like, you guys don't know what's going on in this too. And I remember when Glenn died, everyone lost their shit. I was like, yeah, he got his ass kicked. What do you want? You guys brain smashed in. It's like, well, that was terrible. I was like, okay, for further examples, see every zombie movie ever made up to this point now. Yeah. It's like, This is what happens. Like, they're all going to get smoked. I said, maybe Rick won't die because he's the main guy of the show. So maybe he'll stay because it's still a TV show. So they need to have some sort of face of the TV show, right? Like, I can't think of Bill Cosby. If Bill Cosby leaves the Cosby Show, there's no Cosby Show. But Denise left. Okay, well, there's still Rick has to stay because it's his program. So it's a TV. It's not like a comic where anything can happen in a comic as long as it continues on. But you need one guy. But I was like, anyone else to me is like fair game. I was like, that kid could die. Well, they wouldn't kill that kid. I was like, why not? That kid, they could smoke that kid anytime they want. It's a zombie movie. Anything goes. So, anyways, that's this movie. Anything goes.
The Walking Dead comics were the one, and when at the time I was working at a Chrysler dealership, and a lot of the guys there were they were normies in terms of horror. So,
right.
And I had read the comic already, and I was up to date. I was so angry when that comic ended. The way Kirkman ended that pissed me. I'm still mad about that shit.
I had not read any of it, and I'm a comic book guy.
I have 3 out of the 4 omnibus for that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I need to get the 4th one. But they totally changed Andrea from the comic to Michonne, because Andrea was Rick's girl after the whole thing boiled down to when Frank Darabont left after season 1, he sued him. Frank Darabont had a lot of actors on that show that were loyal to him. One of them was Laurie Holden, who played Andrea.
Yep.
So in season 3, when they write her character like a complete fucking moron,
interesting.
She was going through a contract dispute, and they were like, fuck it, we're writing her off. And same thing with Dale. His character died because the actor was pissed off about what they did to Darabont. Melissa McBride fared much better than the rest of them because she was another Darabont loyalist, and Carol turned out to be one of the most kick-ass characters in the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
The only thing now, I've watched the whole show a couple times and read the comics a couple times. The thing that killed me about that was when Scott Gimple left as showrunner, because he was running it after Darabont, and then he made Angela Kang showrunner. Then you got to see all the female characters get propped up over the males, and a lot of the storytelling it slowed to a snail's pace. The All Out War was 8 episodes in the comic. It was 16 episodes in the show. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, you could have wrapped that and then introduced the Whisperers in the back half of season was it season 8? Yeah, season 8.
Yeah, but this is
I know. I was just talking about this last night. I like long form shows, episode. I was a huge fan of Lost being 22 episodes, stuff like that. I like that format, but the writing has to be able to keep pace with that. And with the number of characters they have on The Walking Dead, there's no excuse to have too many bottle episodes and just slow paced story. It was just, it got to be, and I got so angry, I quit watching Fear the Walking Dead after the Pine Saw lady, the black lady with the walker on a stick.
I didn't even get to that.
Able-bodied men, they can't hear this walker coming, and this old obese woman, I'm like, come on, man, this is fucking, even in terms of the universe, I'm like, these people are fucking stupid. I checked out. I was like, I'm done. I
Yeah.
never
There's too much
finished that.
plot armor. It's not, yeah, there's a lot of plot armor in that show where it's like it became too big that now it's like, well, now it's ads, right? So stretch that
Yep.
sucker out.
Yep.
Make it, if it could be one episode, make it two, right? Let's get more production out of it. Let's get more ad revenue. Let's sell more. And I
That's
think
why
it
you do
lost its
spin-offs.
spin-offs like
There's like
it,
4 of those things. Holy
You
cow!
got
yeah,
Dead
wow.
City, Daryl Dixon.
Oh yeah,
you still have-
Daryl.
You had Fear the Walking Dead. You have Walking Dead Stories, which are like Tales of the Walking Dead, which is like the webisode series, which was
Yeah.
like
Wow.
basically fully produced episodes for the web. They were just shorter form. But yeah, there's just way. And originally, before this is all pre-COVID, they were supposed to do a Rick Grimes movie, which got delayed because of COVID.
Yes.
And then
Mm.
Andrew Lincoln left the show, and they're like, fuck it, let's still go to the Commonwealth and do that whole storyline. I'm like, and you have the Rick Grimes show, Rick and Michonne. Yeah, what is that? The Ones Who Live. That's the Rick and Michonne show.
I'm so stunned. I didn't know any of this.
Crazy? Was that 60
Yeah.
just named? Like what?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I watched
that-
up to season like
Oh.
7 or something, then I
I think I got
stopped.
to maybe 5 and was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mention The Walking Dead, The World Beyond, which was the YA Walking Dead, which I watched the first season. My wife and I
Wow.
watched it, and I just was sitting there going like this. The first episode, all the characters are stupid ass teenagers, and I'm like, the main character, this girl, I'm like, I want her to die, and I want her to die now. Like, oh Lord, these characters, they're just. So I quit watching it, and the only reason I was watching was because they would have post-credit scenes, and it was all teasers about like what happened to Rick and this and that, and so I got to the point where my wife would DVR it, and I would fast forward through the whole episode in season 2 because they only did 2 seasons of it, thankfully, and then they took that horse out back of the barn and put one in the back of its head. Yeah, old Yeller sound. But I would watch the post-credit scenes, and that was the only thing that was worthwhile because the show was so fucking dumb. It was,
Wow.
yeah. Like I remember here, like when they first were like, "Oh, we're gonna do a limited run series, 2 seasons, The Walking Dead, The World Beyond." I'm like, "Oh, cool!" And then it's like one of those things where like it's like Family Guy, yay! That was basically it with that show. 1 episode in, I'm just like, then I watched the rest. There was only like 8 episodes though, but. Yeah,
Oh, that's
but
like
to
way
bring-
overkill for a zombie, which I think if you've seen a lot of zombie things, like by the time that show had come out, I'd seen so much. So the novelty was that a zombie show on TV that was weekly, that was really cool. That was the novelty of it. It wore its welcome for me when I started to realize that they've realized that this is now a TV show and not a zombie thing.
Yep.
It's like characters would stay on and on and on, and then there's more threads and they're adding more and doing this. I'm like, okay, hold on a second. We've lost the fact that at any moment in time, anyone can get killed by a random zombie attack. That's what Jesse's mentioned this earlier. That's the thing. They're slow, but they're always around.
Yeah, it's like
Anything can happen.
there's nothing especially difficult about parenthood except it doesn't end. It's all the time. It's your world now.
That's
You are
right.
now a
Yep.
parent. You're not, it's like once you're in the zombie world, it's like, well, you still have to live, but now there's zombies all the time. They don't take a nap. They don't take a break.
Right.
They're there.
They can't be bargained with. They can't be reasoned with. They don't feel pity or remorse. And they absolutely will not stop
Ow!
until you are dead. That was nice. That was a nice setup.
What the hell? Can't be reasoned with because it's a fucking house. And so
All right.
But yeah, that'll
I
about,
think that's
that'll about wrap her up. Jesse, go ahead and plug your channel one more time, sir, and I'll drop.
Oh,
your
I
link
appreciate it.
in the
Yeah. Well,
chat.
first of all, thanks for having me on, guys. This was awesome. I would love to do it again if you'll ever have me.
Yes.
But yeah, my main thing, the Orator. Once a week, every Friday, I come out with a fresh new story. They're always firsthand, true accounts of supernatural activity, told in long form story content. It's meant to be scary, a well told, concise story. And I mean, it's really one of those things you should watch at night, lights off, and be prepared to get scared. They're genuinely terrifying, most of them. my older kids watch them and have nightmares. So they probably shouldn't watch them, but they love it and they watch it on their own when I'm not around. So I caution. They're pretty scary, like genuinely.
It's good stuff though, man. Like I said, you got good content, brother. You got a great, like I said, your enthusiasm, your presentation, the stories are always good. And I got to get with you because I've had some supernatural experience. And no bullshit, man. I've had some supernatural
Same.
experiences in my life. So
I've
yeah.
had a couple things happen. I'm like, I had something happen once when I was in like a genuine haunted house, and we all knew it was haunted. And one of my good friends lived there, and a billion things happened there. I want to get that story on my channel. And I've had a couple things where I was like, I don't know. I wish I could explain it. I wish I could. It scares me that I can't. So,
thank you for coming on, brother.
thank you for having me. Honestly, it was a great night with you guys.
Absolutely, bro. Jay, thank you as always, sir. You got your stream coming up later on the week, right?
I don't know. I do every Monday is Avengers comics. Every Friday is Fantastic Four comics. I started posting some blaxploitation movie reviews just to throw that out there. Maybe somebody might get some interest in that because that's another thing I'm interested in. I'm interested in everything. So I like it's random, but mostly I do the comic stuff because that's easy to do. So there you go.
And you guys know where to find me, patreon.com/wrestling with horror 420. Go on over there. I will upload something tomorrow on there for you guys. Probably get How High up there. And Stranger Things stream on Thursday for Thanksgiving after the Lions are done winning against Green Bay. After the Lions win, I will we'll do a Stranger Things stream here on Thanksgiving Eve. So for J-Man and our guest, Jesse the Orator, we thank you so much. We don't see you. Have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away. Deuces.